sincerity and pride about his members' courage in that dreadful Grenfell Tower fire disaster. This year he's celebrating 100 years of the Fire Brigade Union. Come to the platform, Matt Brack.
Sisters and brothers, comrades, friends, as Alan said, last year was a difficult speech to give here at a big meeting, a very difficult and emotional time for our members, and this year that continues. We now have the Grenfell Tower public inquiry underway. Fire Brigade Union members, hundreds of whom have been interviewed by the police as part of that investigation, all provided with trade union representation in every one of those interviews. And we have heard in that remarkable evidence, harrowing evidence of a horrifying and terrifying night, of firefighters facing an utterly impossible situation, of fire crews who ran out of basic equipment trying to tackle that fire, who ran out of breathing apparatus, whose safety rules had to be put to one side in order to try to save lives. We heard of a story, these are remarkable stories, of a firefighter dangling from the 4th floor window in a desperate attempt to put out that fire, held by his legs by his colleague, of a crew whose air was running out on their breathing apparatus sets, whose warning whistles were sounding, and who concluded between themselves they were not going to be able to exit that building. And one of whom decided that he needed to text his mum to say goodbye. That was the position that people were in on that horrible and terrifying evening. It is heart-wrenching to listen to that evidence, and it is heartbreaking to see firefighter after firefighter, members of our union, breaking down in tears as they are asked to relive that terrible night. And our union therefore stands shoulder to shoulder with them, and we say, I think with the vast majority of our country, that there is no blame on those firefighters for what happened at Grenfell, and we need to apportion the blame where it properly lies. And we say to the public inquiry, focus your attention on what really lies behind that horror. We stand shoulder to shoulder with the community. I've been asked this morning about the green scarves. If you look at the front there, you'll see our banner about Grenfell. The green scarves are worn on the 14th of every month by the community in North Kensington, when the whole area goes utterly silent to remember that it is one of the most powerful events I've ever attended. And I would urge everyone, if you can ever attend that, to attend it and share with the community. In housing, in workplaces, in local communities. And that shows the injustice that exists in this class-divided society, where decisions are dominated by the needs of private profits, where business is told that they can simply regulate themselves. It is utterly disgusting. Anyone looking at this objectively, and people looking back in the future, will look at horror at how this is allowed to happen. And I say, in conclusion, I think we need to put on the agenda of sweeping the whole bloody system away. Of saying, we want a rational society that puts ordinary people, that puts the majority at the heart of decision making. It's called socialism. It means the real rule of the majority. It means, yes, decent and safe housing for all, as we say on our banner. But it also means the opportunity to put an end to wars, put an end to injustice, put an end to exploitation. Allow us collectively around the world to start to tackle the threats of climate change as sisters and brothers here and throughout the world. That, comrades, is a future worth fighting for. It's called socialism. Solidarity forever.